Last March, U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein, chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, publicly accused the CIA of spying on their staffers' computers. The committee had been conducting a multi-year investigation into how the CIA used its so-called enhanced interrogation program, also known as torture, on suspected al-Qaeda detainees after the 2001 September 11th attacks. The CIA conducted an internal investigation into the allegations, prompting CIA Director John Brennan to apologize. Ray McGovern is a highly decorated 30-year veteran of U.S. intelligence. He spent 27 of those years as a CIA analyst. Ray was awarded the CIA's Intelligence Commendation Award, and he briefed George H.W. Bush every other morning on the President's Daily Brief. He joins me to discuss these recent revelations. Hi, Ray, and welcome to Imaginary Lines.
Thank you.
In his August 1st briefing, President Obama used the words torture. He said, quote, "We tortured some folks," unquote. How significant is it that the president used this word torture?
Well, Obama and the chief lawyer in our country, Eric Holder, are both on record as saying waterboarding is torture. Surprise, surprise, the whole world knows that. And now he's made it more general, saying in a kind of flippant way, yeah, we tortured some folks. Well, our problem is that if you don't hold accountable the people who tortured some folks, then they're going to do it again. And what's happened here is that finally the Senate Intelligence Committee decided to exercise some oversight. Now, the Senate report was exhaustive. It's something like 6,000 pages. And it lists chapter and verse as to what the Senate staff people could find out. Now, John Brennan has a personal interest in not letting that escape into the light of day. We know that he was deputy executive director at the time when these things were implemented and discussed. So the president recognizing it as torture is nice. Nicer still, today I got word that the New York Times has released its reporters, and they can say torture now. They don't have to say enhanced interrogation techniques anymore.
Obama explained in his briefing that on the one hand, torture was unacceptable. However, on the other hand, the torturers were patriots. What do you think of this kind of framing?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, so I guess I'm not accustomed to how you can say two things that mean just the opposite. These people are not patriots. They are victims of a system that pretty much suborned them into doing terrible things. It's the people that were at the top that blessed these things and ordered people to do them that should be prosecuted and should be in jail. And we are out in the street now, emphasizing the fact that we do not torture people in our name, and we do not allow people who are responsible for the torture, like George Tenet, the head of the CIA, like Dick Cheney and George Bush. We do not tolerate a situation like existed in Chile, where Pinochet was absolved and really pretty much was immune from redress.
The Washington Post pointed out that Obama overlooked two central arguments of the Senate Intelligence Committee's report. One, that was that the information that the CIA extracted while using its torture methods didn't provide any useful life-saving intelligence, and two, that the CIA actually lied to other departments in the U.S. government. I'm wondering what you think of these arguments against the CIA program.
Well, the people informing our Congress people, senators and representatives, are the same people who are doing the torture. Now, God knows what they shared with the people who are supposed to be overseeing them. It's an open guess as to whether they told them chapter and verse. But many of those congressmen and senators don't want to know. They don't want to know because once they know, they would have to stop it, because most of them are lawyers. They're pledged to, as I was, as an Army officer, to defend and support the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that includes people who work for the CIA.
Well, thank you very much for joining me on Imaginary Lines, Ray.
You're most welcome, Chris.